cool. Well, obviously, still very early in your combat sports career, but big opportunities in front of you. So I guess we just talk about the excitement of where you stand right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the start of obviously my journey with PFL, and I'm already fighting at Madison Square Garden. So it's amazing how it's going in my career so far, and I'm just excited to be where I am, and I'm just trying to take every day as it comes, really.
When you first started this journey, I mean, did you envision the possibility of moving this quickly and having these opportunities so early?
Not really, to be honest. Now it's all come round, it's like it is moving very fast. Like, it's kind of something I've always been dreaming of and wanted for so long, and then now it's come, I'm like, wow, this is actually like, it's here and it's getting bigger and bigger. But I suppose my career has always moved quite fast anyway, just due to my mum always having a big name in martial arts. So yeah, I feel like I've always kind of been pushed along quite quick, but now it's actually here and I'm living it. I'm just like still a little bit trying to take it in a little.
Do you welcome that association? I mean, obviously it's your family, right? It's your mom. I mean, so it's not like you want to like disavow of it or whatever, but then you have like certain expectations, I guess, to live up to. So where's the balance there? Do you enjoy that, or do you want people to just kind of let you have your own journey?
No, I really love the fact that I've got my mum there as, someone I always say she started off my career. Like, I wouldn't be the fighter I am today without, I say, her genes. I feel like that's what gives me that little extra bit that maybe some fighters are missing. I've carried on a lot from what she did. So yeah, I'll always take that with me, and I think it's a big part of the person that I am, having a role model and a coach that's been my mum. Not many people get that, so maybe one day that'll be the story of why I was so successful.
Does this feel like a big moment in your career, or is it just the next step, or does it feel like this is maybe a moment where things really turn for you?
It definitely feels at the moment like it's a very big step. Yeah, I'm just trying to like take everything as it's coming, but yeah, I'm just trying to like slow it all down in my mind as fast as it's moving in real life.
All right, so I guess last thing for me, I mean, certainly got to take care of the issue at hand, but I guess what do you see like next year? Like, how do you see the progress going? I mean, is this something you want to keep just pushing as fast as possible, or do you want a little time to kind of slowly develop?
Yeah, no, I feel like I want to get as much experience as I can at this point. This is only the start of my journey with PFL, so the more experience I can get in this environment, and then obviously going into next year, I'd like to go into some kind of tournament and experience that, and yeah, just keep it moving. I'm happy with how it's going.
Just here.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, the environment, this is one of the best environments to be in.
Yeah.
You were kind of here before your last fight. We spoke about Mocko Mondays and whatnot. How has it kind of been? Obviously, you're such an accomplished stand-up fighter, but going to such a good wrestling camp as well with the likes of Steve. How's it been since you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, it was my first Mocko Monday back yesterday, and I definitely missed it. It's a different vibe over here. I absolutely love it, and yeah, I suppose this is the bit that I'm maybe missing at home. The girls to work with, to wrestle with. The level of jiu-jitsu over here and wrestling is a lot higher, and it's kind of something that I've missed a lot in my game. So to come over and be able to work that again is like, not just physically but mentally, it feels like I'm in the right place.
And we kind of spoke about it previously, where you said like you did almost like a tour of gyms deciding where you train at here, and obviously you decided on this one. Like, what was kind of the thought behind that, and what made you feel like this is the right choice?
There's a lot of different factors really. The girls, like, there's so many girls on the mat this time. Like, there was loads when I came last time in August, and then I've come back again and there's like so many more. And yeah, I feel like that was one of the main factors. Also, the sun played a big part of waking up to training every morning with the sun shining. But yeah, I really settled so well here. I think obviously I moved around for a few weeks in the States and went different places. I was in Vegas and I was in California, but I just felt like here at this gym and in Florida was just like a really settled environment for me. So one of the most important things I look for when I go to a gym is that it feels like home. I think having my mum as my coach and it being her gym that I've trained out of for so long, I feel like I look for that everywhere I go. So I need that kind of feeling when I go to somewhere new, and I got that here.
There's quite a big reputation British fighters that to get to that next level they kind of have to move out here, especially in MMA. Like, Britain's really not got the wrestling pedigree that it does over here. Do you feel like that was kind of necessary and maybe a good time to do it at the start of your career rather than later?
Yeah, I don't feel like it has to be done, the move here. I wouldn't say like I had to move over here to get better, but I feel like for me I was missing the girls to train with, the bodies to work with, and that was kind of what pushed me to come here I wasn't going to get that at home, so this has definitely been the best move for me, and it was for my journey the best thing that's going to help me improve.
And finally, obviously you're still fresh in your MMA career, but comparing how you were as a fighter before you came here to now the way you are now, what would you say the biggest improvements you made at ATT have been?
I mean, I would say my confidence would be a big thing. I think back home working with the lads all the time, you know, sometimes I don't know what level I'm at. Like I'm working with them and giving them a fight and everything, but then it's like not knowing what level I'm at with the girls. So coming here and knowing that I can, you know, put a fight up with some of the girls that are in the top promotions gave me a lot of confidence, and I think that bit of confidence improved all aspects of my game. My wrestling, I was going for it more. My jiu-jitsu, I was working hard with it, you know, and I just feel like overall it's just changed me as a person.
Thank you.
Dakota, when you do like an extensive period here,
Yeah.
what is it you most miss about sort of like in England?
Family, I think, that's it. Not too much, if I'm honest. I feel really settled here. I feel, like I said, it feels like home here, but I suppose just that comfort blanket that I said in my mum, like she's not here if I need her, like she's always like, you know, guiding me and making a lot of decisions for me, because she's always known me the best, like being my coach from young. So not having that here is probably the thing that I struggled most, but I feel like I'm gaining that in Conan now, my head coach, so I put a lot of trust in him, and I feel like, you know, I'm not missing too much, definitely not the weather.
Yeah, and like women's sport in general, obviously Lioness has won Euros in the summer.
Yeah.
And then we just had Shield Marshall, Taylor Serrano in MSG early in the year. Like as a young, you know, women athlete, when you're seeing all of this in sort of come together in a short period of time, I mean, how are you feeling when you're watching these events?
I mean, I'm proud, you know, I'm proud to be part of it. Like I went to the Shields versus Marshall fight in London the other week, and just to see an all-female card like that was just massive, and it's just, I'm just really excited to be a part of this like growing thing for females in sport now, and I feel like we're really like setting an example here now, you know, like you said, they won the football and the all-women's card, and just I feel like this is a big time to be a part of it, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah. And do you have sort of any idea when potentially you could debut in the regular season?
I've not really spoke too much about it. I've obviously got this fight, and then the new season will start next year, so hopefully they're going to run some kind of competition for me then, but we'll see. We're still in talks at the moment. I think I'll have this fight, and then we'll plan for next year. This will be my last one this year. So
how do you look at this fight and what it does for you to be able to have now your second fight in PFL?
I mean, I feel very lucky to be on the card, you know, like this is the final for the athletes that are all fighting for £1 million, and I feel like only my second fight in PFL I've been able to get on the undercard for that. It's just a massive thing, so I'm quite proud of myself that, you know, I've been given that opportunity, but yeah, I'm just trying to treat it as every other fight. I'm not trying to like think too big. Obviously it's my first one in the States as well. I want to make sure I make a good impression, and I only got like less than a round out of my last fight, so I want people to be able to see a little bit more about what I'm here for.
Did that make it easier too to take this fight, because that fight was over so quickly?
Yeah, my brother actually said to me, you don't get paid overtime, so now you can fight again, no injuries. So I was like, oh, that's a positive, I suppose.
And what's the mindset like, because fighting at home compared to fighting when you're away from home? Are there any challenges? Is it easier? Is it the same?
It's half and half really. Like I do like a home crowd. I do like that support. I have quite a loud crowd, so when they're there, I know they're there and I can feel their energy. But I also like that there's no pressure to perform in front of like, you know, people that I care about a lot. So having like the home crowd still at home and me being able to just concentrate on my own here is kind of not a bad thing for me.
And then lastly, Kayla Harrison, your teammate here, American Top Team, going for a third championship. What has it like been for you to be here at American Top Team and have someone like that here training?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I look up to her a lot. Her journey is kind of what I'm going to try and follow myself. She's been obviously really successful, and it'll be nice to be around her when she, you know, I'm going to say she win. I've got all confidence in her winning it again, so it's going to be nice to experience, you know, her success and be around it for the first time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.